What's up, friends? It's Volt Firecore. Welcome back to Teambuilder tutorials. So, like always, we are going to be reviewing some kind of team. That can be a YouTube video, that can be my own team, that can be building a team, which I haven't done in a while, so I probably should build a team on camera, but there's really no point to doing that since most of the time they're pretty shitty. I prefer to make the team over the course of a couple days, testing it, seeing if it works or not, and then making a video just talking about it. So Teambuilder tutorials, unlike the name, is not how to build a team. Well, it could be used for how to build a team, but mostly it's just me talking about teams. And if you want to use that as a resource for your own team building, then go ahead and do that. So you're not going to be doing battle stadium singles. I just went on that section because I didn't want you guys seeing a team that I'm working on. But this is the team that we're going to be using today. This is Dusk Beam. It is a Starmie Power Orb set. Now, recently Blunder, well, depending on how late this video comes out, it could be recent, or an older video, maybe like a week and a half old, but Thunderblunder777, the man himself, made a Power Herb Starmie and used it instead of OU. So I decided that I was going to use it as well, since I'm a copycat. But anyways, OU is fun. Not as fun as some of the lower tiers, and definitely not as fun as national decks. But I am really enjoying the new meta that has been made, and a lot less clefs and Zero Auras and all that kind of stuff. A lot more Tangrowths, like every 4 teams you get a Tangrowth. I'm pretty excited to see what the usage stats look like for the end of the month. Again, it depends because, well, they calculate it over the entire month, and it was only the last week and a half, 2 weeks that the new mons came out, so it might not be as skewed as it's going to be, but wait until the next month. You're going to be seeing Tangrowth and Magnezone and hopefully less Clefable, since I have yet to see a, well, not yet to see, I've seen a few, but a lot less than the old, after Pokemon Home came out meta, which was horrible. Absolutely garbage. But anyways, let's talk about this team. In Team Builder tutorials. So I'm processing a video right now, and you'll maybe get a little hint on that later into the video, who knows. But anyways, so this team starts off with a Starmie. Now, Starmie is a mon that came out inside of Gen 1, and it's been pretty decent throughout all the gens. It has access to Rapid Spin, really good speed, and pretty good special attack. It also has the natural cure ability, so if people want to paralyze it to maybe slow down its Rapid Spin capabilities and, do all that, or Toxic it can switch out, and just like Blissey, it gets its status ailments healed. So it's like a Regenerator Pokemon, but instead of healing, it just loses its status ailment. But let's talk about Meteor Beam, the MVP of this team, or the main thing I try to do with this team. So Meteor Beam is a new move that quite a bit of people, quite a bit of Pokemon learn that are space-related, you could say. Like Clefable, and, well, actually a bunch of rock types, but the Pokemon that are not rock types that learn this mostly revolve around space, which Starmie does. It's like a flying saucer from space. Gnoggin, or Noxon, or whatever the fuck that one dude's name is, who looks like Lachlan. He made a video talking about Starmie and how it's weird, like a weird Japanese Starship Enterprise or something. Whatever. But Meteor Beam is a 120 base power rock type special move, which we don't have many of. We have Ancient Power, which is kind of bad, and Power Gem, which is usable, but this is the strong move we've been waiting for. Unfortunately, it's 2 turns. So I had to run Power Herb on this since, well, there's no added charging bonus. So it's not like Solar Beam. You can't use a Sunny Day to make it 1 turn. It is 2 turns. So a bunch of people have already compared this move to another move being Skull Bash, which is unable to be changed by weather or anything besides Power Herb. So what Skull Bash does is it is a normal type move that does a bunch of physical damage, and it raises your defense, and then you attack. This, on the other hand, raises your special attack 1 turn, and then the next turn, it absolutely obliterates with a very strong attack. So I'm not really sure why Meteor Beam is good to be on a Starmie for coverage. I think all the things that rock, hits, Starmie can also hit. Let me think. I guess Bug. Who runs Bug-type Pokemon? Got him. Yeah, but I don't know. I think this isn't the best move to use on it, but I think it's still cool since this mon has some pretty good special attack, pretty good speed, and if you get +1, yeah, you're going to be doing some pretty serious damage. But yeah, Power Orb makes it take 1 turn, which is very nice. So instead of Psychic, I gave it Psyshock for chances. Now the difference between Psyshock and Psychic is, well, pretty obvious. Well, not obvious, but they're very they're polar opposites. Psyshock does damage based on the user's defense. So normally, if you use a special type attack, it calculates their special defense, your special attack, their HP, and like the buffs you have and the debuffs they have. A bunch of weird stuff goes in there, and like crit chances. But this move calculates inside the defense. So if you hit with this move, being Psyshock, on a Pokemon with 5 defense and 20 special defense, it is going to do more if you hit them with a Psyshock than a Psychic. Even though Psyshock is 80 base power, not like Psychic's 90, but let's say they were the same power. So yeah, bases the target on defense, not special defense. You probably already know what that means. But it's very good for Chansey, because Chansey has 5 defense. 5 base defense, which is pretty funny. That was like Chansey's whole gimmick until they gave Evilite, which made it be able to have somewhat usable defense, which makes it OU. But yeah, the whole gimmick of Chansey is it has poor defensive stats, poor offensive stats, but it has like base 255 HP or something absurd like that. So you can absolutely obliterate with Psyshock. And then I also gave Ice Beam for I don't really know flying types, I guess, but we have Meteor Beam. So maybe you could run Rapid Spin for more of a support set, but I wanted to run Ice Beam because coverage is good. Yeah, so this is a Jolly set. No, Timid, sorry. Yeah. Since I wanted the speed, since we're going to be buffing our special attack anyways. Moving on, we have the Choice Band Tough Claws Lycanroc. So Lycanroc is a new Mon added, well, a returning Mon that came inside of the Isle of Armor DLC, which is the Mon that I've always wanted to use. It's really cool. So this Mon is the Dusk form. It has the Midnight form, the Midday form, and then the Dusk form, which came out inside of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon instead of Sun and Moon. And it's like the only one that you should use, because it has access to the Tough Claws ability, which makes Pokemon's contact moves have their power multiplied by 1.3, so it's like a Life Orb. And pairing that up with Choice Band, you get a 1.5, so you get 1.8, along with Stab, which is 1.5, so, calc all that if you want. So, I gave this Stone Edge, Accelerock, Crunch, and Close Combat, which are the most standard things to run on this Mon. And, yeah, Accelerock is actually a priority move. So this thing's already freakishly fast. Like, having base 110 speed is actually, like, not bad in the slightest. I like that they're bringing back returning Mons that are actually fast, because a lot of Mons kind of just got invalidated by Zeraora just zipping around everywhere. Zipping around. But, yeah. You can use Accelerock because it is a quite strong move, which is buffed by Tough Claws, and it's also priority. Fairly weak, though. Next. Oh, yeah, it's also Choice Band, but I already said that. It's also shiny, but it doesn't show up here. It's a nice blue color when it's shiny. Next, we have the lead Excadrill. This is like the only lead that I like going for, unless it's kind of obvious, so they're going to counter it with like a Rillaboom or something. Or something like that. But yeah, this is just a Mold Breaker Focus Sash Excadrill, which it's kind of just in there to maybe get a kill, like at the beginning of the game, if people are really silly. But it could also just set up Stealth Rocks, and then, maybe Rapid Span. It has utility. And it has Mold Breaker, like I already said. Okay. Yeah. Next, we have the, probably the coolest Mon that, they added. Like, you might be looking at this and like, why aren't you using the daddy form, like the big boy form? Well, one reason, I did not want to, deal with fighting types so much, because as you see, I have, a couple Pokemon that are absolutely destroyed by Mach Punch. So I decided to add this Mon, because I'm pretty sure this Mon absolutely invalidates things like Conkeldurr, even though people don't use Conkeldurr that much. Does Bug resist Dark? Probably does, but who knows? So, what's cool about Scyther, not Scizor, is it has access to Dual Wing Beat, which is actually Stab on this thing. So Dual Wing Beat is a very weak physical flying type move, which is Stab on this particular evolution, that hits twice. So that's pretty cool. But you might be like, why would you want to use that? It's really weak. It's 40 base power. I want you to look at this thing's ability and tell me why you'd want to use this. Yes, this mon has the Technician ability, like its evolution, so its moves that are under 60 base power have 1.5, so you get a choice band on your weak moves. So Dual Wing Beat gets buffed up to a 60 base power or something, so like 120. Yeah, I'm not going to do the calculus on my head since I'm not good at that. But yeah, Stab Dual Wing Beat with Technician is very strong, and you got Swords Dance. And what's funny is you're also faster than your evolved form, so this mon is actually usable inside of its baby form. But it's weak to Stealth Rock, so you always got to put them heavy-duty boots on. Heavy-duty boots. Always trying to say it funny. Yep, U-Turn and Knockoff are also some good moves to have on it. Next, we have Scarfed Magnezone. Now, this is a pretty weird Magnezone, so this might change since I still haven't done the calc since I'm too lazy to do it. But this is... okay, so I made this because I wanted to see if it could kill Bisharp with a body press, which I don't think it can. But, yeah, it also could do some damage to Ferrothorn, I guess. Probably not. Like, this thing's defense isn't that high. But I'm going to try my best and see if that's actually something to deal with Ferrothorn with. So, yeah, I guess we could do that. But what's cool about this mon, it has the Magnet Pull ability, making it so mons, well, if they're Steel type, they get trapped inside your clutches. So they can't leave. Like I've said multiple times, it is like Dugtrios, but it doesn't work on every single mon. It only works on Steel types. So, yeah, this mon can get Corviknight in, Excadrill, and maybe go for Body Press. That's what I was kind of going for, something like that. And it also has Volt Switch and Flash Cannon for all that kind of stuff. And then finally, we have the second Scarfed mon, since I decided I wanted to run double Scarfed, since that's something that people sometimes don't expect. And this is the Choice Scarfed Special Dragapult, the very standard, extremely standard set. Because I just want to U-turn around. It's a good thing. So I have a U-turn on Scyther, Volt Switch on Magnezone, and U-turn on the Dragapult. So I can just kind of in and out with my phasing moves. So this mon is going to be very fast. Pretty sure it gets up like 600 speed with the Choice Scarf, which is definitely faster than any mon in the game. At least I think. Unless it's like Scarf Zeraora, or maybe like Excadrill in the sand with a jolly nature. But who would run jolly? I don't know. Yeah, but this team is thrashed by some certain mons. Like, we don't really have many ground resists, so grounds are kind of going to thrash us. Like I said, fightings. I could see Zeraora putting in some work here, since we only have like one counter to that. Because we get knockoffed, close combated, plasma fisted, close combated, and plasma fisted. I did that from right to left, so if you were paying attention, you probably saw that. Actually, I think that works vice versa. Well, not necessarily. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, we're going to get dominated by a few mons. But I will keep labbing this team, and maybe one day I'll make a video on it, which will probably be very soon. So keep on looking for that, guys. But with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.